What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Listen, the internet was not trying to let us be great tonight, but we made it. We are here. I am here for my people that are familiar with the chasing universe. You guys are very familiar with my guest. And for those who are not familiar with chasing, I'm going to interview somebody new to y'all. So I'm about to, without further ado, because baby, we are running late, and y'all know I love to be respectful of people's time. We have Dior, celebrity hairstylist from the Dallas area, coming to the stage. Hey.
Hey.
Dior, aka King Beautiful. If you're looking for him on Instagram, that's where you're gonna find him under King Beautiful. So,
Yes. Yes.
right. So I'm gonna start from the beginning. We were first introduced to you on our screens, on our computer screens, phone screens, what have you, via the Chasing Reality platform, right?
Correct.
You you came in season 2, right?
Yeah, we came in. Yeah, season 2, but really season 1.
Okay, you were around season 1. I got you. So you were OG. You were OG. Okay, and so we got to know you through Chasing. So we know that you are a hairstylist. We know that that you were you have a house, or at one point in time you had a house. For those who are not familiar, like within the LGBTQ community, ballroom houses, communities, right? You were a house father. We got to know that.
So back then, I was just a gay father, not in ballroom, but just a regular gay family, which I
Okay.
still am today. But as of today, I am also now the Dallas father of a ballroom house in the Kiki scene called Vera Wang, the International House of Vera Wang.
Okay, International House of Vera Wang. Okay, I'm not familiar with Vera Wang. I know the Kiki scene. I know what you're speaking of, but I'm
Mhm.
not familiar with Vera Wang. Okay, I'm gonna have to check them out. I'm gonna have to check
Oh
them out.
yeah, yeah.
So, what category do you walk?
So right now I am currently walking sneaker versus sneaker and streetwear. I've also walked face and I've walked pretty boy as well.
I can see that. I definitely can see the streetwear. If you guys aren't familiar with his Instagram, y'all go check him out and you will see. I definitely can see. I definitely see that. I definitely see that. We also saw, I believe it was season 2, where one of the things I remember about you from the first season I remember was when you did the prom makeover for the young lady in the Dallas area. I believe the person that she had gotten to do her prom dress stood her up or something like that, and you and your friends got together and y'all got her together for prom. So that's one of the first things I remember
Right.
about you as it relates to chasing. So of course we know there were ups and downs. We'll get to that later.
Okay. I'm here for it. I'm here
Ups
for it.
and downs of the chasing, but you exited the chasing platform last year. Um
Yes.
and like I said, I follow you on Instagram, so I've been keeping up with you. But one of the last things that we were told about you is that you were in the process of opening up a salon. You had a situation on last season with the salon and the deposit and the landlord and the things of the things of the things that were going on with that. But is that where we find you today? Is that where we kind of are picking up your story now?
Uh, no, because I'm that's like that was I believe season like 3, I think.
Oh, I
When
thought,
the
okay. Listen, they could be blending. They could be blending together. I thought that we would. I thought we had talked about that. Like post COVID. I thought, but I could be. It could be
uh-huh.
blended together for me, child.
So after COVID is when I actually that's when we had got the salon, and then all the we basically was being scammed basically, which I mean it's okay because it made me better. So now I'm currently working in a salon suites in Dallas, like over by the Galleria Mall, called over by the Galleria Mall, and I've been working in there for the past like 4 years. So right now
Okay.
it's cool right now because like looking for buildings and looking for commercial properties right now is very expensive. So I think we're really content where we at right now because it's a cool environment.
It's funny. I'm gonna be staying. I'm gonna have to come and check you out because I'm gonna be staying in the Galleria area when I come down there this summer. I'm gonna be staying in the Galleria area, so I'm gonna have to come check you out. I'm gonna have to come check you out.
Right
Uh,
around.
now, the last one of the now correct me if I'm wrong, one of the last things that we did see of you, it wasn't last season because I was at was that the reunion I was at last season? I can't keep up. I
No,
wasn't.
because last season was season 5. I think they're on season 6 now. So
Yeah,
the last season that I was on was 4.
right. That was the last time. That's when I saw you. I was at the reunion and I saw you there. But
Yes.
the night of the finale, there was a huge explosion between you and Trey Howard and Robert Ray, and it was a whole situation. And I'm not to rehash it, but we
Yes.
going before we move into the new, we're gonna close the door on the old.
Absolutely.
So that was the first time, I'm gonna speak for myself. That was the first time that I saw you that animated. Like, you generally are very, even when they had that fight on season 2, I believe it was. Yeah, you were like, I remember that one. You were there and you were trying to break it up and everything, but I've seen you really play Peacemaker more times than not. So that was the first time that I think we saw you got very animated that night. Where do you and Trey Howard stand today? Like, where are you guys today?
We have had like a little DM here and there on Instagram. We don't really speak as much as we used to. Well, we really don't speak at all. I don't have no issue with him. I still love him to the fullest. I just think that incident right there had kind of broken us apart, and then he exited Dallas, so it was no way for us to sit down and have a conversation to try to fix it. So right now we're just in probably like a little limbo area to where uh we're good, but we're not speaking type of thing.
I
And
understand.
I just feel, I mean, like you said, you haven't really seen me like that, and only people that can get me like that is people that I really love, like people that I really
Absolutely.
really care about. And
Absolutely.
for someone to make false accusations about me, saying things like I wasn't there for you or something like that, and I knew for sure, and I have proof, and everybody else around me have seen that I've done so much. For you to say that I didn't, it kind of like it touched me like in a deep part. So that's the reason why it kind of like blew up. We didn't have to do it on the platform. We could have did it in person, but it was just like, why are you saying this in front of everybody? Like, and
Right.
it's
Right.
not true. So
Right.
that's what it was.
And sometimes our emotions just take us where our emotions take us. Like, we don't mean to do it like in that moment, but if it's there, it's there. So I'm gonna say this. This is the last question I'm gonna ask about chasing, and then we're gonna get into your new chapter.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know, but Chasing LA is coming back, and it is in production. Chasing LA, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And a little birdie told me, and I hope I don't get in trouble for saying this, but a little birdie told me that we might see Trey Howard on Chasing LA. Would you, I'm just throwing this out there, I'm not trying to produce. Would you be open to a conversation on camera with him, since that's the last time we saw both of y'all on Chasing? Is that something, or you just like, no, we're good, we're in a good space, we
No,
really don't want to go
absolutely.
back
I'm
together?
always up for fixing. I mean, I would love to have a conversation with him, whether it's on camera, off camera. It don't matter to me. Um, I don't like losing people in my life that I love, you know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
especially like somebody I feel like I had a part in raising. So I really look at him like he's my child. But it happens in real families where,
Absolutely.
you get into it with your mother, or you get into it with your father, and you feel like you grown, or they feel like you did something wrong and y'all part ways, but then y'all end up coming back after y'all had a conversation. So I mean, if that's what he would like to do, if it was proposed to me, I would definitely do it. And I really hope he is on Chasing LA though. I do. Because
Yeah,
he doing his thing.
yeah, little birdie told me. I can't say for certain if it is or
Yeah.
isn't true, but little birdie told me. And again, I'm happy for all his success. Trey is definitely doing his thing out there in LA. I'm really happy for him. And since y'all like to clip stuff, y'all clip that and send it to Trey, and y'all see what
Clip
Trey
it.
got to say.
Send
Clip
it to
it, clip it, and send it to Trey. So something else you brought up, since you did bring up families and stuff, there's something else you shared with us on your time on Chasing Dallas, related to your family and your relationship with your dad.
Mhm.
And you are going through, unfortunately, a story that a lot of gay men tell the story that they tell that, you know, was hard with you and your dad and him
Mm-hmm.
accepting your, you know, accepting your sexuality and everything. But what we heard was that things had gotten better. You guys were in a decent space. Is that still a good space that you guys are in?
Yes, we talk every chance we get to talk. So like now it's way better. Like he actually came to the gay club and got drunk with me and stayed out in the parking lot
Okay.
and parking lot pimp with me all the way till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. So it was like something new to me, but I didn't want the night to end. So I was just like, I want to stay here. I want to do it because I spent so much time talking about how he wasn't there and how we didn't have this and we didn't have that. Um, I was just eager to like see how it was just to be around him, like in any place. So for him to come to the gay club was like a lot for me, and I kind of made me happy. So like we talk still to this day, so we're good.
Well, that's good. See, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear. So for all of my chasing people, we asked all the questions y'all wanted me to ask about Dior on chasing. So that's the old that's the last chapter. Okay, now
Yes.
we get ready to talk about the new chapter. So,
Ooh.
look, Dior excited. Okay, so
I'm
let's get
excited.
into the new chapter. What you have coming up now? I
Yes,
saw this trailer drop. Now Wuda is my boo. I remember Wuda from season 1 of
absolutely.
Chasing. And he has branched out and started his own production. He does his own web reality. You guys are familiar with the crew Dallas, and then I believe he did the crew OKC.
Hmm.
So you have linked up with Wuda, right?
Correct.
So tell us a little bit about this project that you and Wuda linked up with.
Okay, so I think the we all had linked up on Chasing Dallas season 5. They had brought back all the old members for us to sit down and talk, and
Yeah.
Reese was there, Ariel was there, we was all there. So then I had learned that Wuda had his own company, so I had started talking to him. I was like, I got shows I want to do. I would love to be on production. I want to do stuff like this. So it went from there to us having a meeting with me proposing 2 shows to him, and one of them stood out more than the other, and he was just like, okay, yeah, let's do that, which was a show about me and my core friends, which is called The Gang, which we have now. And it was once we started working on that, he was just like, let's work together, come be a part of the production team. So now I'm also working on all the other shows as well, like not chasing, but the crew and I'll be working on the Oklahoma one if another one come out for Oklahoma. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now.
Okay. So now you are full fledged on the crew. I mean, on production. Okay.
Correct.
So the
Yeah.
crew is a web reality show that is based around, not the crew, I'm sorry, the gang, that is based around you and your core group of friends. So
Correct.
I saw the trailer and I was like, I'm being honest. I was like, so is this what we doing? Is it I didn't know if it was a scripted show and like y'all was like some gangsters, or if this was or if this was a web reality. Now I will say
So
this:
the
I
teaser,
loved the visuals for the
yeah.
trailer. Like the
So the
visuals were
teaser,
everything.
like I wanted, so being a gang, I wanted us to all look like we were like from the mob or something like that. But Wuda actually came up with the idea of us shooting it like a movie trailer. The first teaser is shot like a movie trailer, so people would think like, is this a movie? Is it a
Mm-hmm.
scripted sitcom? Or you know what I'm saying? That's what we wanted everybody to think before we put out the actual trailer. So I feel like we got good feedback from it, but the editor and Wuda and me working together, everything, it looks so good. When I first saw it, I
It
was like,
did. It
oh,
did. It really
chef's
did look
kiss.
good.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yes. So tell us a little bit. Okay, so first of all, tell me who your friends are. Who are we going to meet on this show?
Okay, so of course it's me, and then it's my best friend Phenom, aka Jarrell. I think a lot of people probably saw him from season 2
I
of
remember
Chasing
Jarrell.
Dallas. Yeah, and then I have my son Scooby. He's from
Okay,
Dallas. I
Scooby.
have my friend Christina. She's one of the girls in the. We have girls in our group, so she's one of the girls in the group. She's also a hairstylist as well. I have my brother PJ. He's from New Orleans. And I have my friend Brandon. He's from Alabama, but he lives here now. Am I missing somebody? Oh, my friend Pablo. He's a comedian. I met him long time ago. My best friend did a tattoo on him or whatever. He's from East Texas, and he's a comedian. I think I named everybody. It's seven of us.
It's 7 of y'all all together. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
but that's not the crew, the entire core friend group, but that's the circle of the friend group that's on the show. Yeah.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be a little bit messy for a second.
That's fine.
Jarrell is also an ex, correct? Okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to watch the show and get the answer to that question. The way you just slurped on that cup.
No, Jarrell is my best friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that didn't answer my question. But it's okay. It's all right. You ain't gotta answer it. We're gonna take that as a yes. We're moving right along.
No, let's not take that as a yes. No.
Don't take it as a yes. Okay,
No.
okay. But okay, without giving away any of what we're going to see, does any of that come up? Is that something that comes up? Okay. All right. Then I'll definitely leave it there. So we have 7 people all together. Is that 7 including you?
Yes, including me is 7.
Okay. So what is I'm about to put the link in the chat. I meant to pin it. So I'm about to put it in the chat now so then we can pin it so that people can go subscribe and be ready. What is the premiere date?
The premiere date is June 30th. That is the date that we have in mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
June the 30th. So at the end of this month, we'll get the premiere. And how many episodes, or do y'all know yet how many episodes it's going to be? Is it like a 6 episodes?
We're shooting for, I think we're shooting for 7 in a reunion, I believe.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. That's what we're shooting for.
7 in a reunion. Okay. So what are we going to tell us what we're going to see without giving away anything? Like,
So really the show is not about nobody. It's not about showing anybody chasing any dream or, working and all that. All that's not the important part, even though everybody is showing themselves doing what they do. It's really about showing a group of friends navigating through the gay lifestyle. And everybody the girl in the group, she's not even homosexual. She's not gay. So she's just one of the girls that likes to be around. People call her a fag hag, but I wouldn't call her that. So it's basically going to be about us handling, friend problems, issues, helping friends through hard times, showing that just because you don't see it in the forefront it might be happening in the back, and you know what I'm saying, in our world, because a lot of times me and my friend group, we don't really put our problems out in the streets or on Facebook or whatever. So like if we get into it here at the house, but we'll go out to the club and you can't even tell that we're into it. We're all out together. Like, it's just, I don't know. But on the show, it's going to be showing us actually dealing with the problems and things like that. They'll learn a few things on there, because we had a vegan girl on there. Of course, you'll still see me on there doing hair and modeling, and you'll see people doing what they do in their life, so it's interesting.
So is the tattoo artist the one you said is the tattoo artist on here?
Yes, that's Jarrell, but he's not a tattoo artist. He's an R&B artist.
Oh, okay. So he doesn't.
But he does do tattoos. Yeah.
Oh, he does still do. Okay, no, I'm asking for Abby. Abby always ready to get a new tattoo.
Oh, Abby want to get inked up.
Abby stay. Look and listen. They keep trying to get me to get inked up. So
okay.
Yeah. Call me a punk when it comes to ink. Call me a punk. But
you see, I'm tatted up, and I know. Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you.
I
But
know. Listen,
yeah.
but Abby always ready for a new one. But so what advice from a production stance? What advice did you give your friends? Like you've been through this, and I know Jarrell has been on episodes, and I know he went through something, his name being a part of storylines and stuff like that. But what advice did you give them walking into this situation?
I told them, don't worry about the comments.
Tell them tell them turn them
Don't
off.
read the
Don't read them.
comments. Don't worry about the comments. Don't read the comments, because just as many people that's on here commenting, talking bad about you, it's twice as much as those people out here loving you. So I told them that. I
Mm-hmm.
also told them, show exactly what you want the world to know about you, because knowing the way I was in the other, other shows and productions, it was like it was being navigated by what the producers wanted to be. But
Yeah.
here we're allowing everybody to build their own storyline so that it can be more authentic, and so you can really see the see their personality in their person. So that's what I was trying to let them know. Like, I'm giving y'all freedom so y'all can show what y'all want to show. So make sure you show exactly what you want to show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually some really good advice. Unfortunately, in reality shows, production, they do drive the edit, right?
Right.
So, but they can only edit what is out there. I mean,
Right.
yeah, we know they can manipulate stuff.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Right.
But they can only, so that's really good advice as far as the comment. And I'm gonna even say, as somebody who reviews the shows, I would even say, don't pay us any attention. Respect the reviewers, but
Right.
don't take that in.
Right.
The best relationships that I have, fortunately or unfortunately, on the web reality level, I've gotten a lot closer because it's a lot easier. We can connect with each other a lot easier than a Bravo star or our own star or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
So, I've had people sliding in my DMs, and people feel like they're a lot more comfortable with
Oh,
us.
okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but the best relationships that I've had in meeting people are the people who don't take it too seriously. They like, whatever. You said what you said. It was what it was. The people who really get in their feelings, like it's not that deep. I review what's on the screen.
Right. Right.
That's it.
You only can speak on what you see and give your honest
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
not one of those people that I don't stalk people's Instagram. I don't dig for dirt on anybody. I
Right.
don't I don't try to interview your long lost great uncle. You know what I mean? Like I'm not one of those people. So I just review what's there. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely tell them, listen, promote the show, put it on your social media, but don't get caught up in the comments. Don't
Absolutely.
get caught up in all of that.
For real. For real.
Yeah, I mean, because and we're only human, so I understand when people say things that you don't like or that like you said earlier, it's not true. You feel some kind of way about it. But the
Right.
thing you said was, but it only activates me when it's somebody I care about.
Right.
Child, y'all don't know these people. You don't know these people that are leaving comments. You don't know me as a reviewer. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay. Well, I am going to do some interviews, Cajun. Dior came over as the EP, and then we're gonna do some other interviews as we go through as well. So y'all look forward to meeting more of the cast as we go through. What were some of your biggest challenges? Because it's always easy when you're filming a show. It's always easy to say production did this and production did that, and I wish production had done this and production. So what was your
Somebody to
challenge
blame.
now that you're on the other side of it?
Um, I ain't gonna lie to you. I really really understand where Reese was coming from. Like with
Mm,
her being on the show and being executive producer, and then all the feedback she was getting from us, because I was a part of it too. So from us, so now that I'm in her shoes, because I'm actually the EP and then I'm also a part of the show, I understand where she's coming from, and it can be very challenging because um I'm not at every filming, but I'm at 99.9% of the filming. So if I have to be there while if somebody got an issue with me, I can't say anything. I have to, I'm in executive producer mode. I can't say nothing. I have to be okay, yeah. Don't say nothing. And then you know what I'm saying. So I understand where she's coming from. It gives you it teaches you how to. I don't know. Would that be called to be two different people at one time or something like that? Like,
yeah, you have to see both. You have to see both viewpoints. You have to see
right,
both
right.
viewpoints. Yeah,
Because I
yeah.
want you to do this. I want you to do this, but I want you to be real and say how you feel about me while right here. But I'm also over here like, damn, you feel like that? You my friend. Like you feel like that about me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Mm-hmm.
a battle with myself. But I think I handle myself well. I would say that having friends on the show, because we're all actually like we all hang out together a lot. You know what I'm saying? So having friends and working with them and actually me being over here as an executive producer and still trying to be that friend over here, it is like a challenge for real, for real.
Yeah. And I can understand that. I know that on a different perspective, for most people they know I'm a teacher, but a lot of people may or may not know that I have my administrator's license. So I'm licensed to be a principal and I have worked on it in administration. And it is definitely hard to keep that like Kate just said, that objectivity when you are on both sides, because one of those years that I was an administrator, I was still teaching as well. So I was on both sides of it. Like I taught one class, well, no, two classes, and then the rest of the time I was an administrator. And so it definitely being on both sides of it. So like you said, when issues come up, you understand what the issues are, but then you also know, but I have to do what's in the best interest of the entire school, not just my feelings or
Absolutely.
this particular section. So I understand that. So let me ask you this. I mean, since you bought, and I'm definitely not starting no shit, but since you bought Reese, did you reach out to Reese and say, hey, do you have any advice? Do you have any, did you talk to, I shouldn't just say Reese. Have you talked to any of your past producers? Let me say it that way, because I don't want to start no mess.
Actually, no, I didn't. I didn't really reach out to anybody. The person who I've been learning from and getting everything from would be Wuda. You know what I'm saying? He has done the Cruise season 1 and 2, I believe, by himself, and then Oklahoma by himself. I mean, he had other people helping him, but he was like the main producer. So I've been learning a lot from him. So I didn't really reach out to anybody else though, because I really didn't want nobody to know what was going on, because I didn't want it to be like any like negative comments or negative feedback before it even hit the screen. So I just wanted to nip that in the bud. I just like kept it to myself and just learned from Wuda.
That was smart. That was very intuitive and very smart, because I think sometimes even when people don't mean to, they can sometimes put doubt in your head, or they can sometimes make you think too much about something. So I think that was actually a smart thing to do and say, listen, I wanted to do this on my own. Whatever mistakes I was going to make, I'm going to make them on my own. Whatever victories, nobody can claim that they helped me do nothing. I did this.
Right.
And you did have somebody there who's been through it, that you can learn from the lessons that Wuda has learned. And like you said, Wuda has put out 3 seasons of his own product. So I think that was really smart for you to do it that way. Definitely.
Yeah.
So who's the and I know you're biased because these are all your real friends, but who surprised you the most when you were like, okay, wait a minute, you were camera ready, okay? Like who surprised you the most that you're most excited for their story to get out there? And I know this might be a tricky question because I know they're all your real friends, but was there anybody that stood out more than anybody else while you were going through this?
Well, first I'm gonna say they all know I'm gonna tell the truth because they know I don't give no fuck. they know if I pick somebody, they know the reason why. But I think the person who's really stepping up to the plate and really surprising me will be my son Scooby. Even though I know his personality outside of everything before, I just felt like once he got on camera, he was gonna come alive, and it happened. And I was just sitting back like, ooh, they're gonna love you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So My son Scooby. Yeah, yeah. Y'all gonna love Scooby.
Look, not somebody in the back. We're gonna love Scooby. Okay, all right. Is there anybody, if there's a season 2 that you were like, I need to bring them on? They would have been like anybody you thinking about. You already let me say, are you already looking towards season 2 and saying, okay, I know what we need. I know what we need to add to this pot. I know what we need the spice we need to add in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I've already been like looking and like seeing like, because like I said, we have a group, a family, our family. You know what I'm saying? So it's some people that I feel like should have had the chance first, but season 2 they're gonna be there.
Got you.
So yeah, it's a few of them. Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm definitely here for it.
I think you're gonna enjoy it.
You think now you know me well enough, I should say, as far as when I'm reviewing what I like, what I don't like, what I'm looking for. So if you say you think I'm gonna enjoy it, then okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. Now I'm gonna try to get Abby on some of these other interviews.
Yes, I miss her. I love her.
Yes, I'm gonna try to get Abby on some of these other interviews. Be like I said, we were trying to, maybe y'all just don't know. And something, as somebody said a few weeks ago, and this is no dig on any other producer. But you had already reached out to me, so you had already done this prior to me hearing somebody else saying this. And I was listening to another reviewer, and they were saying how when you are an executive producer, you are supposed to be reaching out. You are supposed to be, promoting your show and trying to get people to talk about your show, especially when it's on like a web reality, platform. And it's funny because you had already reached out to me, and I remember thinking, wow, Dior's already ahead of the curve, because Dior hit me up and was like, look, he was like, did you see this? And he dropped the trailer, and he was like, I want you to interview. And that's when I found out you were an EP, because I saw you in the trailer, but I did not know you were an EP. And that's when I found out. So I want to say, so far, you are definitely ahead of the curve, because, I've had EPs reach out to me before. Wuda reached out to me. Markel has reached out to me when they have projects coming up, even, but I definitely think that that's something that's ahead of the curve, because a lot of people have not reached out. They just put stuff out and then they wonder why nobody's talking about it. So definitely, and I would encourage you to reach out to some of the other people that you know. If you haven't already, you probably have, but if you haven't already, some of the other people that review the web reality shows as well. And I think it's a great thing that you wanted to be first, so that people know you, because you do already.
I'm a familiar face, yeah.
Right,
that's why I was like, let me do the interview first, because I'm a familiar face, because they'll be like, well, who is this person? Just anybody popping up out of nowhere. So let me do it first. Let me introduce these people, so that when my people come on, that they'll already be like, okay, so this is who King Beautiful or Dior was talking about.
Exactly. And that's what I was gonna say. I think it's a great thing that you came on first. And that this platform is open to you guys. Y'all know that I'm here to support however I can support, and all those good things.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm trying. What is it that what is there anything that you want to share that maybe I didn't touch on, that you feel like, this something for us to look forward to? Because I don't want to say, I know when we interview the other people, they can give us more of their personal story and what they have going on. But anything that what are we going to learn about you? I know you said we're going to learn some new stuff, but what do you share with us as we're going to step out of the role of EP now? We're going to step in the role of a star of the show. Okay. What are we going to learn from you this season? What are you bringing us?
This season you'll see me being the backbone of the friend group, of course. You'll see me being that father figure, because y'all didn't see that in chasing that much. Y'all saw it with Trey, but I didn't really show much as far as me being that role model in people's lives. You'll see me, of course, being creative, doing hair, modeling, just doing a lot of that. Me being a creative person that I am. Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to get more opportunity to see you outside of, because we knew you as a hairstylist. We saw you do hair, install wigs and things like that. But we're going to get to see more of the ballroom because we knew you, like you said, we knew you were a father, but we're going to get to see more of you in your ballroom with the Kiki, with being a father of a house, which is a different, like you said at the beginning, that's a different role.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to seeing that because that's definitely something new that we didn't see. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you walk. We've seen you walk in fashion shows before. Matter of fact, I think season 1 of The Crew, we saw you walk in a fashion show.
Yeah, I was in Kendall's fashion show.
Kendall's fashion show, absolutely.
Yeah.
But to see you walking in a ball, I definitely think that's something that will be interested to see. I'm not sure if they're going to have any scenes like that, but just see you in, see. But seeing you in that space is definitely something different that a new space that we have not seen. Now, do we have any cameos from any other familiar faces that may come through, or this is a strictly new situation?
I do, but it's for sure right now. For sure, we have Astro. Astro's there so far.
Okay, you can keep it as a secret. Like, give him something to look forward to.
Yeah.
But okay, Astro, okay, all right. Well, that's good because I know at one point you were working with Astro, so it's good to see that you and Astro are still, still working together and stuff like that. Good.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's my boy. He's cool. I'm proud of Astro, actually.
Good. I know I've seen him on the Kiki panel with Harviana. I've seen him over there.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I think him and Child, I think he dropping disc records or something.
Look, I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Listen, me either.
The only artist I got now is R&B artists. So I hope my artist ain't trying to drop no R&B disc records. So
Child, no, we're not trying to have no R&B disc records.
So I'm good on that. Yeah.
Not at all. But look, I know we had some technical difficulties in the beginning. Know this platform is always open to you. If you ever want to circle back around, if you get halfway through the season and you feel like I need to get down here, I need to talk about some stuff or whatever, you just, definitely just hit me up. I'm gonna give you my number because Instagram, I already told you.
Yeah.
That way is a lot faster to get me that way. But you guys make sure I put the link in the chat to CRW TV. Y'all get subscribed, set your notifications on so when the first episode drops on June the 30th or close around that time, you guys can catch the first episode. And then sometime between now and then, we're gonna get a few more people up here so you guys can build up a little bit more, get a little more information, get to see some of these faces. Go check out the trailer so you get to see everybody in the trailer. The trailer is definitely fire. I definitely want to say that it is definitely fire. It was that trailer. I ain't gonna lie, that trailer was really nice.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
No problem. But we're gonna get ready to get up out of here. But let me know, you guys in the chat, y'all leave a comment. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe and y'all shut up, Cajun. He talking about something you'll be waiting a month for a reply. Shut up.
Anyway. A month for a reply from you?
From me, in my Instagram, from me. Listen, I told you it's bad.
Cajun.
Everybody worried about Cajun, child. But we're gonna get out of here, you guys. But let us know. And Bilo said congratulations. And yes, congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
We love to see that you guys are taking and then building on it and moving into something else. So good to see it. All right,
I do see on here that Cajun said to come over. He says come over here for after each episode. But what we are doing for this season, like after each episode, I will be interviewing one of the cast members. So it'll be like an after show. We don't have a name for it yet, but it's going to be like, once you watch that, it'll be the after show to give whoever on that episode was like, giving whatever for everybody to come in and ask questions and see how they really felt at that moment and all that. So that'll be really good.
That's definitely a good thing because I know people love, especially when it's an episode, something went down. You definitely want to know what was said,
like what happened
after that. Yeah, what happened? You know. All right, that's definitely a good idea. So, you're going to be doing that on the main platform, on the CRW TV platform.
I'll say I don't know exactly just yet, but everybody will know about it.
Okay, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We'll definitely let you guys know when we get more information. We'll let you guys know. Bluebell said that they cannot wait to watch. Me either. I'm
Oh,
definitely
me
here for
either.
it.
Oh, I don't know. Can I say this? I think I can. Cause like we have an outsourced editor, but I saw the first episode and I was in like I was in tears. I was in tears because of I was so happy like this is something that I've done. So the first episode is pretty good. So I feel like if the first episode is good and cuz I know what's filmed and I was just like, okay, this is going to be a good season. So it's nothing nobody would want to miss. It's really really good. For real for real.
Okay. All right. Well, good job. Listen, if it brought you to tears, then it's definitely we can't wait. We can't wait to see it. So we'll be there with bells on, Dior, and we'll be seeing you again because we're going to, like I said,
Yes.
we're going to get some of these other interviews and get some of the other people. And I will you guys, if you're not subscribed, make sure you get subscribed, and I'll make sure I put the channel in the description box of this
Yes, please,
video.
y'all.
So people
Subscribe,
can get it.
comment,
Yeah,
like, share, whatever. And if y'all want to see me,
absolutely.
y'all can just go look at me on Instagram or any platform. Just type in King Beautiful, and I'm there. So yeah.
Yep. That's his Instagram handle. It's King Beautiful. So y'all go check him out. All right, you guys. We about to hop on over. Y'all know we about to child. Listen, I got a double header tonight. We about to
Oh
hop
yeah.
on over and talk about the Real Housewives of Miami. But
Oh
we'll be back
yes.
soon with another member of the cast. So y'all be ready. Y'all be ready for that next interview. All
And thank
right.
you, Really B. I really love you for this. Thank you so much.
Oh,
For
no
real, for real.
problem, babe. I will
Yeah.
see you later.
All right. See you soon.
All right. Bye, y'all. This thing.